Hi, hello, and welcome to today's manga unboxing. This time we actually have parcels from a few different places. It's not really like specifically themed. We've got a SciFier box, we've got a Traveling Man box, and we've got a couple of Blackwells parcels. The SciFier box should have a bunch of like my new releases that I kind of try and do one order a month of. Blackwells should have a bunch of stuff that was pretty nicely discounted with a sale they had where they did 10% off everything. And then Traveling Man, they had something come in stock that is not particularly easy to find, and I decided to jump on that as well as grabbing a few other sale volumes. I think we'll start off with like the smaller individual ones. We have a small Blackwells and a small SciFier. I'm hoping the SciFier one has a pre-order in. That's usually what the individual parcels mean. Let's just get stuck in. First we have... Yes, we have Cats with Jobs Volume 1. This is a pre-order. Oh my gosh. There are a bunch of different cat series by the same mankers. This one, Pandania? So Evil Secret Society of Cats, Cthulhu Cat, Monster Cats, Yokai Cats, and there is another one, Cats with Jobs, and I jumped on this pre-order because I've loved all the other series so dang much. It's so cute, so happy. Okay, let's do the Blackwells one next, which yeah, should have some nicely discounted volumes in it. What discounted volumes? I don't remember. So we have two volumes here. We have I Want to Escape from Princess Lessons Volume 2. I wasn't like overly wowed by Volume 1, so I did kind of like it, but I moved it to my sale secondhand series list, I guess. I do that often, so I mentally do that with series where I'm like, I kind of enjoyed it, but not enough to like even pay for 3 for 2 prices. It is a see it on sale kind of series. And to be fair, same with this one. Anyway, I'm Falling in Love with You Volume 7. I did quite like Volume 1, but it took like 5 minutes to read and it didn't like blow me away or was outstanding. It was just a pleasant high school romance. And I now do have a gap because I think I only had like 1 to 4, maybe 1 to 3, and I now have 7 as well. Both the Blackwells parcels were cheaper than 3 for 2. I don't remember exactly how much they were. I threw the bit of paper somewhere on the floor. But they were cheaper than 3 for 2. That's usually my go-to on Blackwells, is it has to be cheaper than 3 for 2 for me to pick it up. Let's do the 2 smaller parcels. I don't remember which one is Blackwells and which Traveling Man. Let's do the smaller one first. Is this too close up? We'll see. We'll see when I open it up. Thank goodness for all this packing. Oh, this is the Traveling Man box, and I've got to be careful with the peanuts because my cat's trying to eat them. So on top we have 2 light novels. We have 2 Moon Empire Volume 7 and 8. These are for Ben. They were discounted. I am only allowed to get him light novels for series he already has, or a Villainess is the only exception I've got him to promise me. I'm not sure he's agreed to it, but that's what I've said to him. And then I also got Victoria's Electric Coffin Volume 1, also cheaper than 3 for 2. Going in completely blind, though I think isn't a very long series. That's all I know about it. Okay, and then the reason I did this order... Gosh, let's get this out and all the peanuts out the way. Probably be able to see now. It is the Revolutionary Girl Utena. And it is the like collector's fancy version that Viz did a while back. This has been very out of print, very hard to find. I have no idea how Traveling Man got a bunch of sets of this, but I was really pleased when someone shouted out in the Dude Discord server that it was back in stock. Thank you so much. And I know a good number of us jumped on it. These are much chunkier than I expected. It is a series that has repeatedly been recommended to me over the years, but you just can't get hold of it. So I've just not picked it up until now. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? I was going to say we'll open it up later. No, let's open it now. How do I don't want to damage it. Ooh. Was there a bonus like poster at the back? I'm usually personally not fussed on the posters in these because they're like really obviously creased, so I don't really know like where to put them. But these are the 2 volumes. They are stunning. Gosh, goodness. Have a flick. Wow. That's so pretty. I hope this bodes well in the older series reprint space. Oh, okay, so this must be the Blackwells one. Let's do this one next. Just lots of paper in this one. Okay, on top we have Demon Slayer Kimetsu Academy Volume 5, sort of a silly SD series spin-off. I do have a gap because I've not really started reading this one yet. I'm only going to pick it up out of order if I see them on sale, which this was. It was like $3 or $4.99, and Blackwells had a 10% off code for some reason. Don't know why, so I nabbed that for that reason. Prince Freya Volume 11. I did have a right turning point on Prince Freya, having read like 6-7 volumes of this back to back, but I think I only enjoyed it because I read so many back to back, because when I then read the next volume after my binge on its own sim, I didn't enjoy it as much. So I'm now holding off for a bunch of volumes to read together because I've definitely enjoyed it more that way. My special one, Volume 9, doing the same one with this one. Well, a little bit is also because we've moved on to a different couple from the main couple, and I'm just not enjoying them as much as the main couple. So I think I'm almost like putting off till I know the series goes back to the main couple again, which based on the covers, that hasn't... Has it happened? I don't remember. To be fair, the two couples in the series look pretty much identical. I can't remember who's who. Kuma Bear Volume 10. Oh, it was lovely seeing this on sale because it's the next one that I needed. Yuna's namesake right there. She herself is a teddy bear, so... Parallel World Pharmacy Volume 2. Gosh, I was going to say, is that like spine leakage? But I think just the spine title just goes on to the cover, which I don't really like that much, to be honest. Another series where I haven't started reading, so I'm only permitting myself to get some if it is in a sale. 2.5 Dimensional Seduction Volume 14. 7 Cs aren't often the best, especially Ghost Ship, for keeping stuff in stock or in print. So some of the ones, even though I'm not fully up to date with reading, there are a few I try to mostly still pick up. This is one of them, just because I know I have been enjoying it a lot and I want to keep reading, just not gotten to it yet. So especially when I see it on sale, it's like, yep, stay up to date with this one. I may be a guild receptionist, but I'll solo any boss to clock out on time. Volume 4 of the manga. This was really cute, but again, probably not like loved it enough to have it as a stay up to date kind of series, but it was really cute and wholesome. I am now missing a volume. I think I'm missing volume 3, unfortunately, which is a shame, but hopefully I'll see that pop up in a sale section as well. Tiger and Dragon Volume 3. Is this? I thought this completed 3, but I might be mixing up something else. Maybe it completes at 4. Again, love triangle, high school, love romance thing. Quite cute, but not cute enough for me to rush to stay up to date unless I see it on sale. Tokyo Alien Bros Volume 2. Now this had just come out and was already on sale on Blackwells, so it was cheaper than 3 for 2 with the 10% off code. So I nabbed it. I really quite liked Volume 1, so I was just really quite pleased to see that, to be honest. Gachi Akuta Volume 4, another one where I haven't started reading, but it apparently is really, really good. So seeing it on sale for like $5.99 or whatever, before using the code, I was like, yep, okay, let's grab it. Last couple of volumes we have I Want to Be a Receptionist in This Magical World Volume 6, also really cute, romance fantasy, and I do actually usually stay up to date with this one, so it was again nice to see this on sale. And then finally, this one was amazing to see on sale, which is Firefly Wedding Volume 2, and I really liked Volume 1. I think a lot of people really liked Volume 1. It was definitely nice and gritty and dark and ooh, yes. Both characters are great. So seeing this at 3 for 2 price before using 10% off code was great, so I nabbed it. Excellent. And just to clarify, that's not like a sponsored or Caketinz code. It was just like a random 10% off code on the site. Someone shared it in the server and I went and grabbed a few things from that, basically. So join the server so you always know about discounts. Woo! The last box, which is the big one, and it is my SciFier box. So I have actually fairly consistently for about 4 months now, I'm super pleased with myself, managed to get myself to stick to doing one SciFier order a month. I do it towards the start of the month, usually from the 1st. At any point from the 1st I'm allowed to do my order, and I am nabbing all of my new releases. I'm not setting myself a limit of how much I get in my order, but it has still been limiting me, and I've been really pleased with myself. I'm sure you're all like, oh, it's still a lot. Yeah, it's still a lot, and I still have problems, but I'm taking one step at a time. We don't rush to solve everything, we take baby steps. I've always said this, and I don't think people always fully believe me, and that's fine. I don't really care if you don't believe me, it's the truth. That I do dib and dab in how much I buy. There are months where I buy very little, there are months where I buy a lot. Sometimes there can be like a month or two where I don't really have enough for a haul, so I like kind of accumulate it into one video, and you can't really tell because of how I spread out and group the videos and hauls and stuff. But anywho, I'm rambling now. We just want to see the manga, I understand. All this stuff. There's the bookmarks. Yes, this is a whole bunch of new releases slash a bunch of stuff that was in the daily deals. Well, not just daily deals, weekly deals, monthly, all the deals. I just look at the deals as a whole, so I never know exactly what kind of deal something is, but there were quite a few in the deals that I wanted for this haul, which was kind of what spurred me to end up placing it quickly on the day that I did. But let's just dive in and see what we've got. First, we've got an individual volume, and I must say, I did not realise this was this big. Shoot. It's a bit damaged at the top there. It's quite scuffed. That is a shame. Gosh, it's like bubbled as well. I shall try and remember to email them. I'm absolutely atrocious at remembering to email them, but if you yourself do have a problem, do email. They are pretty good at replying quickly and helping you solve your issues at SciFier. But I must say, I did not realise this was this big. I was in London last week for work for a conference, and I accidentally stopped by Forbidden Planet, and I saw it there, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's massive. Why is there a piece of paper in the front? How odd. Yeah, it's massive, and I personally do not like big volumes like this because they don't fill my dang shelves. I have to go put them on top of the shelves with like the Card Capture Sakura and my Tech on King Crit and Knights of Zidonia, and I'm like, how could you? It's really light. Considering how big it is, it actually doesn't weigh very much at all, which surprises me. Very hype series. Loads of people were super excited that it got a new print from Dempa, but gosh damn, why did it have to be so big? Hand for scale. Should go find Una and do Una for scale, but I don't think that's going to make it look any smaller. Okay, here we go. Now I already see a few things on top that are deal volumes that I picked up. So stuff in the deals, the prices kind of vary from like, I'd say it's like 10% off 3 for 2. Is often what I see, and then you can use code Caketinz to get another 5% off your order if you so fancy. Let's see what we got. So yeah, first off on top we have Land of the Lustrous 8. This was definitely a daily deals pickup. It is an incredibly slow releasing series, so I've really held off not rushing picking it up, and I see them often enough occasionally on like second-hand sites or in sale sections. I'm just very slowly piecemealing it together. Maybe by the time I catch up with that, it'll have finished, maybe. Then we have Strike the Blood Volume 11. This is a light novel, again for Ben. Every now and again I see some more volumes for this and I grab some. It's quite long, at least in the 20s somewhere. So I'm, again, not rushing for this, but it's like £6 in the sale section before using code Caketinz for 5% off. So that's why I just very slowly getting them. Then we have Volume 2 of Fall in Love, You False Angels. And I read Volume 1 last month. I'm going to talk about it a bunch more in my reading vlog for whatever month it was last May. I haven't actually filmed that yet. It is the video I'm going to film after this. I'm going to try and have a nice filming day. I have like 4 things to film. Pray for my throat and my voice. But I really enjoyed this. I liked the premise. I loved both the characters. It was super cute. And hopefully there's another volume in here. If the Villainess and the Villain Met and Fell in Love, Volume 3. What's the subtitle? She was all but disowned for her spirit contact, but she's still competing with her rival. This has been fun, though it is one of those, neither of them are really a villainess or a villain. They're just misunderstood, and actually the good guys are they're not very nice people. Villain and villainess are like extreme even for the other ones. It's just like petty school bullying, to be honest. These two, their relationship, adorable, super adorable. I love them. And then the last one in here we have is Overgeared 7. Haha, more system isekai gaming. I binged a bunch of this during my manual month, and yes, I loved it. I'm so happy to have another one. Highly recommend this one. Actually, there's so much highest press I recommend. So much. Let's do this one next. Got 3 in here, I think. So we have ReZero, and it's stuck to the tape. No! We have ReZero 25. This is the light novel. Ben did have a clear run until I started getting him more out of the state deals section. I think he now has a couple of gaps. He can get at least to like 20 or 21. So it's not a massive gap. He's missing like 1 or 2. He's trying to read more of his light novels, but I'm also now trying to lure him back to reading more manga. So it might be a little bit till he gets back to light novels again. It's Pride Month. I have so much he needs to read. Next we have Sign of Affection Volume 11. I have fallen behind on reading this quite atrociously. I really do plan on doing a binge of this. It is a very bingeable series in my opinion, and the covers and spines, as always, are beautiful. And then next we have That Time I Got Reincarnated as Slime 26. You know, I was thinking the other day, it's been a long time since we had a volume, and then I bought this and I put it in my spreadsheet and I realised I've missed 25. I am slightly heartbroken and annoyed at myself. I'm going to try and be so good and not just place another order. I'm going to try and wait till the start of next month again and add it that time. and then I'll have 2 to read, and that'll be wonderful because I love this series so much. Oh, I like they've packaged them in like smaller batches as opposed to like crazy massive ones. Ooh. Oh, we've only got 2 in here. So we have got See You in My 19th Life, Volume 6. I binged another couple of these in Manhwa March, and again, so good. I'm still crossing my fingers, and I know the series is complete. I know there's been like a show, a live action, all that jazz, so I want no spoilers. It's just me being speculative. I really hope he finds out before the end of the series and we can explore some of the relationship based on that, because I think I'd get really annoyed if it all is just revealed at the end and then it's like, ah, there we go, we're done. But no spoilers, don't spoil it for me, I'll be really mad. And next we have The Climber Volume 1. I had ummed about like getting this in a 3 for 2 in store, but it is really difficult to try and make a 3 for 2 in this price bracket. There's just not a crazy amount in an $18.99 price bracket. So I mostly did end up waiting to do it in my next order because I had forgotten to place it in the month before this order, which is when I did intend to buy it, and I held off because I was so good. Oh yeah, go me. It's a small victory. This has had so much hype. It had so many people happy for it to get a release, so excited. Ooh, these are all a bit bigger now. Oh my gosh. You know how I was like, it's so nice they're a bit smaller, and then I get to this one. Okay, first we have another Strike the Blood light novel, it's volume 13, also probably in the daily deals. Next we have Rosen Maiden 2. I haven't read my first one yet. I don't know if I'll wait till they're all out because I don't think it's a crazy long series. I don't think it's completed 2. No, I don't think it's going to be 2 collector's editions, but I don't think there's going to be many more, and I'd like to read them together. Next we have Isaac 1, and this is a brand new omnibus from Kodansha. Not gonna lie, judge me away, because I judge myself. When I first saw this series and read the title, I misread it as isekai, and I was like, ooh, a gritty isekai, excellent, wonderful. And then, like, yeah, putting it in my spreadsheet, I was like, I just completely misread that. I've just got isekai on the brain. Still's had a lot of hype, and look, it's got one of those nice little, not a sticker, it's printed on because it's won an award for something. Great. I mean, that bodes well because often they are pretty good if they've won some form of award, but why right there? Next we've got Missing O Volume 2, which is a steamship. It is a manhwa steamship. It is quite spicy, and it's not bad, but what I find quite interesting is the art style is completely different from the cover. The cover art style does not match the art on the inside. The art on the inside kind of reminds me a bit of like Scott Pilgrim art style a little bit. I'm not sure if I'm just talking shit with that. I Didn't Mean to Fall in Love Double, which is a one-shot sequel to I Didn't Mean to Fall in Love. And I'm like, does that just not mean it's a 2-volume series? Why do they have to change the subtitles on these one-shot BLs? It drives me up the wall for my spreadsheet. I made a right big boo-boo and didn't read my spreadsheet properly and accidentally bought this in London when I was there last week as well. So I have a duplicate, but it's okay because I'm going to very gift it to friend and moderator Kitsune, who has been running so many wonderful events in the Discord server the last few weeks, and definitely I need to thank her massively, so I'll send her some of my duplicates as a thank you. Though I am an inept villainess, volume 7, real good series, a bit behind, but I do love it, so I'm letting myself stay up to date on this. Plus, it's real pricey, so sometimes if I see it a bit cheaper on SciFier, I'm like, big 7Cs being in store at $14.99 pains me. It's painful. That hurts so bad. Oh my gosh, I'm so warm. I'm so warm. How much longer am I gonna last? Okay, next we have Fairy Cat Volume 1. It is a cat series, and that is all I needed to buy this, to be honest. Going in blind, but it's cat. Yay! Taking the cardigan off. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. Then we have Fall in Love You... I just said it. Fall in Love You False Angels 3. So I do have 3 as well. 2 and 3. Excellent. Next we have Full Night Volume 1. Truthfully honest, I'm not sure this is a series that's like my kind of thing. It was in the daily deals pretty cheap, so I thought I'd at least give Volume 1 a go, especially as it's a Viz series. I feel like I'm more willing to give Viz series a try, mostly for the price brackets, not gonna lie. They're the cheapest publisher predominantly by far. Final one in here is King the Land Volume 2. I did plan on reading Volume 1 a few months ago, and then looked it up and realised that it was only going to be 2 of these and then it's complete. So I decided to hold off so I can read the 2 of them together. Especially for a series that short, I always enjoy them more if I can read it all in one go. We're slightly getting there, yay! I can't wait to do so much reading after this. I bought up a bunch of a series, and hopefully the one volume that's not in this is going to be in another parcel. We have Lullaby of the Dawn, 1, 3, 4, and 5. Hopefully 2 is in one of the other parcels. I kept seeing this in store because those spines are so pretty. What a reason to be drawn to a series. The little like blue and the little pink, little like baby blue, baby pink, like pastel colors, super pretty. And I kept seeing people really enjoy the series, which also helps. So I was like, I'm just gonna dive in on this one. A couple of them were a bit more discounted as well, which really helped me make that decision. All right, okay, please don't judge me. No, actually judge away, because I deserve to be judged. I bought Strategic Lovers Volume 2. It wasn't the daily deals. It was pretty cheap. Yen Press very kindly gifted me Volume 1. I don't think it's that great. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's almost so bad it's funny, is what I'm telling myself. In the Name of the Mermaid Princess, Volume 5. How pretty is that purple? Because it is a fairly short series, I did decide to hold off reading the whole thing till I had them all, having read Volume 1. I read that it's complete at 7. Is that true? And I picked up 6 when I was in London, so in theory there's just one more volume and then I can read it all together. Cat from Our World and The Forgotten Witch Volume 5, and it is the final volume in this series. It's complete. I read Volume 1 and I got a bit sad, but it's really cute as well. And it's got a cat and it's a isekai. And then I held off when I learned it was only 5 volumes. They've not been the speediest of releasing volumes, but we do now have Volume 5, so I can read it together. And then we have a brand new series that sounds right up my street, which is My Death Flag Show No Sign of Ending Volume 1. That's it. I saw the title, I went, excellent, my jam. And I've picked it up, that's all I know. We have 2 more left, and they are quite thick uns. There's our Lullaby of the Dawn 2, thank goodness I did have it. Phantom Invasion Volume 1, a plastic wrap series apparently, and that is the extent of my knowledge. I love going in blind. Pink Habanero Volume 3, a cute romance. I did quite like this one, but again, I'm not sure I'm going to rush to even recommend it, because like so far, though I've liked it, there's nothing like outstanding and different about it in my opinion, yet. I was reincarnated as the heroine on the verge of a bad ending, and I'm determined to fall in love Volume 4. There have been so many of these fantasy isekai romances. Sometimes they blur together, but this is one of the ones I have been enjoying and staying up to date with. There are a few I've moved to like the sale secondhand zone for a series, but not this one. This is one of the few that I am keeping up to date with. It's quite cute. Again, I'm not sure I'd rush to recommend it, but I've enjoyed it. Merry Witch's Life Volume 1. This just looks really cute and it's witchy, which means do I have to hold off till October to read it? Probably. It looks super damn cute. I love the cover. I love how bright yellow it is. I look forward to this. When can I read it though? Kindergarten Wars Volume 1. There was loads of hype for this series. Everyone was so excited it got licensed. It's licensed by Yen Press, and yep, I've picked it up. Gonna see why everyone's so excited. This was, I believe, also in the daily deals section. Horimiya Volume 5. These pop up in deals and secondhand quite often, so even though I'm missing about 6 volumes now, I'm holding off till I see it in deals to slowly piece it together. Small Animal-Like Lady is Adored by the Ice Prince Volume 2. Another cute fantasy romance, but this one I feel like I'm going to see how I feel at the end of this volume. If I'm still not blown away, I'm probably going to hold off getting it as a new release and hold off to see it discounted in sale sections again, I think. Dead Rock Volume 2, new series by Hiro Mashima, who is Fairy Tail and Eden Zero Man. This time he has done a dark academia series set in a school. I really like series set in schools, and I really like this mangaka, so I really enjoyed Volume 1. Similar vibes so far to like Welcome to Demon School Rumicon, maybe not like the comedy humor level, but like the setting at least. Interested to see where the story's gonna go based on what happened in Volume 1, but this is my kind of setting, so I'm excited. Last one in here is Only I Know the World's Ending and Getting Killed by Rampaging Beasts Only Makes Me Stronger Volume 2. Really liked Volume 1, right up my street. It is a system-based series where it's got like stats and can level his skills up and stuff. It is like one of those Return by Death, just like in ReZero, where every time he dies he goes back to a set point in time, but he retains his memories, and I think he retains his abilities as well, and he's trying to just keep getting better, stronger, figure out what's going on. And yeah, really enjoyed Volume 1. Such my kind of thing. I'm not sure I'd recommend it, but it is my kind of series. Our last parcel, which is excellent because I'm so warm. It's so warm at the moment. How am I going to film 3 more videos when I'm already really warm? I'd have the fan on, but you wouldn't be able to hear me. It's a very loud fan. Okay, first off, we have Summer Hickory Dyed Volume 2. I was not blown away by Volume 1, but I was still interested in collecting it because so many people love it. And it is fine to have different tastes. I'm not saying like my taste is wrong or someone else's taste is wrong. Everyone's taste is just different. But I do want to try and keep reading it, but I didn't want to like stay up to date with it. But I've been quite lucky so far. I think 2, 3, and 4 have all appeared in the deal section on SciFier. So I've just very slowly picked them up that way for about £5 something. I think £6 something a volume, which isn't bad considering this RRP is like £12.99 nowadays. I don't have volume 5, but I'll just wait and bide my time. Next we have Tokyo Babylon volume 4 and 6. Volume 4 was so hard to find for months. I don't know if anyone else had the same issue. It will be on SciFier, but like for RRP it wasn't dropping, and I pretty much never saw it in store until about a month ago when I first saw it in store, but I wasn't getting anything in that price bracket, so I held off. And then I think I saw it in the daily, one of these was in the daily deals, I don't remember which, but the other was also at a regular price again, so I nabbed these two. It is complete at 7 volumes. 7 wasn't discounted enough for my liking, so I'm gonna hold off, but I would like to try and nab it for reading in August. Last year we did a clamp month in August, and it'd be fun to try and do something similar again. I need to consult my Resonant Clamp expert, which is Bloody Moon, and this would probably go on to my try to read list for that month. Okay, next we have Villainess Turns the Hourglass 7. I thought this was going to be the last volume, but it is not. Apparently 8 might be in the last volume. Very pretty cover. The series got pretty dang dark in volume 7. Gosh, I assume we're going to wrap up the darkness and stuff in this volume. But I'm like, what else is going to happen for them to justify a whole other volume? What's going to happen? I'm really intrigued. I kind of like the revenge aspect of this. It's been a very filled with revenge kind of series, like a lot. And also these two are pretty cute. I wish we've had more time with these two together. That's, I think, my only gripe with the series so far. I mean, I do still have 2 volumes to read at least. Maybe there's more than 8 and I've misread, but I kind of hope it's going to end with the next volume. Next we have Akashi's Hunter's Tainted Bride Volume 2. I also read Volume 1 of this last month. I really liked it. It is very much like My Happy Married kind of vibes. Like, girl actually might have some ability and is taken away from the mean family. I liked this potentially more than My Happy Married. We'll see when I read some more. I was really happy to see Volume 2 had already come out by the time I read Volume 1, so hyped to have this with me as well. A Suitable Fetish Volume 3, a new steamship title. This was in the daily deals, so I got it for like £7, which is amazing for a steamship. That's unfortunate, like half price. Though it is a steamship, it is not plastic wrapped. I feel like that tells you just how smutty it is. It's kind of as wholesome-ish. Cute might be a better word considering the topic, but it is like borderline smutty. It's quite nice. Next we have Drac or Dracu Volume 3, and I didn't realize this is the final volume in the series. It's only 3 volumes. It's been a cute like vampire werewolf romance. It's quite a quick read. It's a little bloody if you're fine with that, but I've quite liked it. I'm quite saddened to learn it's only 3 volumes actually. How's it gonna wrap? That's what I want to know. How's it gonna wrap? Next we have Beware the Villainess Volume 3. Look at this nice bright blue spine. It kind of matches the guy's hair. I had some questionable thoughts about Volume 2, though it did incredibly make me laugh. It is a very silly series. I do like that it's really silly. And I think I enjoyed Volume 2 more than I enjoyed Volume 1, so I'm looking forward to more, especially Villainess. How many have we got? We've got 2 left. We have Steel of the Celestial Shadows Volume 2, also in the daily deals. I picked up Volume 2 ages ago, I think on a Traveling Man Warehouse sale, and I've just not jumped on Volume 1 yet. And then it was in a daily deal, so I grabbed it. So at least I have a clear run and I can actually give the series a go. But I am going in blind. I don't know anything about it. Final volume in the box and the haul is Takahashi from the Bike Shop Volume 2. This was a really pleasant slice of life romance with adults. This woman is an office worker and her bike needs repair, and she runs into this guy who repairs bikes, and they end up spending time together, and it's quite cute. I read like 3 romance volume 1s in the same day. I think we did like a 24-hour reading sesh in the Discord. Do join the Discord if you're interested in reading sessions and watch parties. And I really like this one like a lot. Like, I didn't put it down. I read straight through it in one go. It was just really pleasant. So I look forward to another one. And here we have today's haul. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, do remember to like and subscribe and check out my channel memberships for early access. It's 99p a month. And I do typically post more videos up for members than I actually do post publicly. I do enjoy making content lots and lots, and I really hope you enjoy it as well. And if you see anything that has caught your eye, do remember to check out SciFier and use code Caketinz for 5% off your order. The Blackwells deal, I don't know if they're going to do it again, but do join the Discord server where we post deals and that all there. I'm going to sit down and have a really nice little reading session, or go film another couple of videos. I'll see how my throat is holding up. Maybe I'll take some nice breaks, like go read a bit and then film another video, read a bit and film another video. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have the most wonderful day. Bye bye!